These are the very best lists that you should pull right now in your wholesale real estate business. What's up YouTube, it's Matthew here. In today's video, I'm going to drill into my Propstream account and actually show you all the different lists that I would target right now. As you all know, in real estate, in wholesaling, there's seasonality, right? The market is shifting as we go and enter into the fall and winter months. The different buying criteria an investor is looking for is different. And on top of that, the different type of buying activity that home buyers are doing is different also. And so you have to take that into consideration and also look at what's happening in the market as a whole. But the good thing about this video is I was able to do all the research so you don't have to. So if you're interested in Propstream, a great software where you can find discounted properties off market, please use my link down below. With my link, you get a 7 free day trial and it just really helps support this channel. So if you all find value from this video, make sure to check out that link down below. So now I'm just going to drill into my computer, show you all the stats, and go right into Propstream. We don't have to waste any more time. All right, you all, so I'm here just looking at pre-foreclosure rates and just what's happening in the economy, because this is very important for us to know which list that we should target. So US foreclosure starts increased 15% in the first 6 months of 2023. Average days of complete a foreclosure hits peak June and quarter 2 of 2023. Foreclosure activity also posts annual increases. So they are showing increases in the foreclosure activity. And you see this handy chart over here. It says first half US foreclosure activity by year. And so, of course, when the Great Recession happened, we had these super high numbers of foreclosures happening in the millions, right? And then when the pandemic hit, it really went low, the moratoriums, everything. But you see it's starting to tick back up during the first half of the year. And so it more than doubled from 2021 to 2022. And even now, 2023 is much higher. And I think the second half, we're going to see an even greater number for foreclosure activities. And so what does that mean for you as an investor, as either you're a real estate agent or you want to flip a property or hold rentals or even wholesale property? That's where Propstream comes in. So I'm just looking at a big city, Orlando, Florida. Orlando's a hot area where a lot of investors are going to. So if you want to find buyers or send your deals to, Orlando's a great place. And so I just looked up Orlando. You can draw, the good thing about Propstream is that you can draw lines around a specific part. Let's say you don't want to target all of Orlando, or you want to go out and target like a Apopka area and Ultimate Springs and other places like that. You could do that with this arrow or this draw symbol right here. But I'm just going to keep it for Orlando. And then from here, you're going to go to filters. Now, there are different ways that you can look for pre-foreclosure. You can just use the quick list choice, and they have a pre-populated pre-foreclosure list that you can target. And right here, you have around 1,200 properties that you can target right now in your business. And so this is a great resource. And once again, check out Propstream down below. You get a 7 free day trial to use this amazing software. So please be sure to check it out. Another thing that you can do to drill in and find pre-foreclosures is that you can go into this area right here, lien, bankruptcy, and divorce. And then you can go here and you can say where is it? No, it's right here. Pre-foreclosure and bank owned. Wrong part. And so you can put notice of default over here, and as things show up, you can look for auctions, default releases, bank owned, exclude foreclosures, and different things like that. So notice of default is essentially the same as the pre-foreclosures. I think that's what they're essentially drilling into. And yeah, this is a great list. It's super simple that you can target. And the more and more we go further from the pandemic, the more and more these foreclosures are happening because moratoriums are being lifted up and people are going to, unfortunately, be in more binds, right? There's high cost of living, high cost of everything. And so people may not be able to afford their properties as much, right? Interest rates are higher. Maybe they bought a property thinking, oh, I'm just going to have to pay a mortgage payment, but they don't take into account the maintenance on the property taxes, insurance, and all that jazz. So that's the first list I wanted to just show you all, pre-foreclosures. So the next thing that I researched was home flipping activity remains high across the nation as investors' profits show sign of improving in first quarter of 2023. Now, there was a slight slowdown last year with investors going into the market, but I think the investors now, they're just used to having higher mortgage rates, higher interest rates, whether they want to flip a property and hold it short term or do a BRRRR method where they flip the property and then convert it to a 30-year note. And so you're seeing home flipping is still happening, right? You hear people talk about, oh, this crash, oh, investors are losing money. Investors are still using this time to buy properties. They're still in the market, right? And so it says here that the first quarter of 2023 home flipping report showing that 72,960 single-family homes and condominiums in the United States were flipped in the first quarter. Those transactions represented 9% of all sales. So every sale, right, that happened in the market, retail buyers and other type of buyers, 9% of those sales were from investors like you and me or, other people, or just investors. The latest portion was down from 9.4% of all homes in the nation during the first quarter of 2022. So it is down slightly from 2022, but it's still relatively around the same. But it was still up 8% up from 8% in the fourth quarter of last year, hitting the second highest level this century. So this is the second highest level that home flipping has hit in this century, right? So I guess the first one, it was that 9.4% the first quarter of 2022, right? And so it shows while flipping activity rose, mixed trends emerged for raw profits and profit margin. Profits and both increased slightly from fourth quarter to the first quarter of this year, but both also remain low points over the past decade, reflecting ongoing financial struggles for home flippers. So flippers are not making as much of a profit, but they're still as a percentage, but they're still making money. And so as a wholesaler, you're obviously selling your deals to investors, flippers, people who buy properties to flip. And so with that, you need to use a handy tool like Propstream. Once again, if you're interested in Propstream, use my link down below. So what I would do here is I would look for distressed properties. What are distressed properties? Distressed properties are usually properties that are in rough condition, and things of that nature, or the situation is distressed. So Orlando's a big city, has 331,000, over that amount of homes. And so what I would do is I would look for a non-owner occupied property. Simple as that. And look, we're already down to 134. And then I'll look for a vacant property. Now we're even lower. So it's around 4,600. Property characteristic. What I would do here, I would keep it single family, condo, multifamily, and that's it. And then from there, I would go to MLS status, and I don't want it to be on the market, so I'm going to put no over there. All right. Now, ownership information, this is important. I want them to own the property for at least 5 years. I want them to have that, that pre-pandemic ownership and that pre-pandemic equity, hopefully, in their property. And we're already down to 1435, which is a great number to target, whether you're sending out mail or calling or texting. And then valuation and equity information. I want them to have some sort of equity. So I'm just going to put 20% equity or more. All right. And we're at 1,400. Great amount. If you want to lower this even more, you can put a higher equity amount or more years. But this is your go-to vacant list that a lot of wholesalers do target, but it's a great list to target. And that's what I would do for this list. And so we talked about pre-foreclosures. We talked about vacant properties, high equity properties. And I think those are the main lists that you should hit right now during this time. All right, you all, hope you all enjoyed this video on different lists that you should target right now in your business. If you all are interested, once again, in Propstream, check my link down below. If you all have any questions or different video ideas that you want me to do. I know I've been talking about different areas of the economy, but every now and then I post videos about wholesaling or Propstream or things of that nature. But since I'm mainly focused on long-term investing, I haven't been posting as much wholesaling videos. But if you all want me to do that back again, please let me know down below. All right, hope you all enjoyed this video. Be sure to give it a like. All right, peace.